What's up, guys? I'm J-Man, and let's talk about a movie that, in my opinion, is actually very underrated, Warm Bodies. The film opened up to a mostly positive reception among critics, but was only a moderate hit at the box office. Some call it a sweet yet hokey love story, others, for some reason, call it basically Twilight with zombies. Now, there obviously is a lot to take from this movie. Mostly with the parallels to racism, the obvious Romeo and Juliet parallels, maybe even Beauty and the Beast in there. Heck, an argument could even be made for Jesus symbolism too. People have also said that the film is about our over-reliance on technology and that we've lost the ability to truly connect with each other. But there's actually something that many may not have realized what the film is also about. It's actually one of the main themes of the whole movie. See if you can tell what it is.
What am I doing with my life? I'm so pale. I should get out more. I should eat better. My posture is terrible. I should stand up straighter. People would respect me more if I stood up straighter. What's wrong with me? I just want to connect. Why can't I connect with people? Oh, right. It's because I'm dead. This is a typical day for me. I shuffle around, occasionally bumping into people, unable to apologize, or say much of anything. At some point you just give up, I guess. You lose all hope. After that, there's no turning back. I don't want to be this way. I'm lonely. I'm lost. I wonder if these guys are lost too. Wandering around but never getting anywhere. Do they feel trapped? Do they want more than this? Am I the only one? Why do I have to be so weird? You can't be whatever you want. All I'll ever be is a slow, pale, hunched-over, dead-eyed zombie. It's easier not to feel. And I wouldn't have to feel like this.
Sound familiar? Being a zombie is an allegory for depression. They feast on the flesh of the living. Whenever they eat their brains, they receive memories and visions. So in other words, they get a sense of what it's like to actually live again. The longer they are zombies, the more their own lives start to slip away, so they envy other people's lives. The airplane that the main character R stays in is full of different items, such as records and other unique stuff. It's often said that people who are the most lonely and depressed tend to hoard stuff in order to fill the void. The Bonies are people who have lost all hope and literally eat at themselves. So they represent people who have eventually turned suicidal and lost their humanity. The character Nora at one point mentions the drug Prozac, which is a drug meant to treat symptoms of depression. Even the songs that they use in the movie are very depression-based as well. And if I can't bridge this distance, stop this heartbreak overload, you would always see the signs, the echoes in my head, they rhyme. I feel we never went at all. Tomorrow is another day. I don't know when I'll feel anymore. Feeling all these things before, and all that I would do. So cold, I know you can't believe it. Sometimes you gotta face the feeling. You don't care if you don't get up again. There's 1,000 things I will not understand. Now you're dealing with the hell I put you through. If I had my way, I would be right there next to you. There's certain things in life you cannot change. The way they eventually come out of it is through feeling, connection, having relationships. And it all starts with a single heartbeat. It literally warms their bodies to the point where they start to sleep and even have dreams. They recall memories of lost loved ones. They start to remember what it's like to actually live again, to have that human interaction that we all yearn to have. Even the title itself, Warm Bodies, has to do with a method of treating depression, where victims of it had their bodies warmed to the point where they experience hyperthermia. The main character R starts his recovery when he meets Julie. He saves her life, takes care of her, shelters her, and they form a connection. He eventually falls asleep and has a dream. He sees Julie, Nora, and Perry. Nora talks about becoming a nurse and healing people, so she could represent his optimism of a better world. Julie is his love interest and talks about becoming anything they want, so she could represent his desires. And Perry keeps putting him down, so he represents his guilt as well as his depressed feelings. He wakes to find her gone, and gives in to his guilt. But after learning that her life is in danger and that they're all changing, he finds a purpose within himself and goes to find her, throwing all possible risk for himself to the wind. Soon the Bonies start to close in and have them cornered, so he does the bravest thing he could ever do. He gives his life, or death, to save Julie. They both fall into the water, which is usually considered a symbol of purification, and he shares his first real passionate kiss. And it's then when he is reborn. And not just as human, but also in his life. He creates a whole new identity for himself. He can now be whatever he wants to be. It shows that people who find it hopeless don't have to give up. Just keep going, and maybe your purpose will find you. On a personal level, I actually suffer from depression myself, so I can really relate to this story. And if any of you out there know someone else who does, just let them know that they are loved and it only gets better. Spend time with them, interact with them, converse, share moments. Make them not wish they had someone else's life, or even worse, no life at all. Because the truth is, there is no worse battle to fight than with yourself. So those are my thoughts on Warm Bodies. Now tell me, do you find anything relatable about this film? Whatever it is, don't be shy, leave a reply. Also be sure to follow me on Facebook and Twitter and support me on Patreon. And if you like this video, you can like, comment, and subscribe to the J-Man. Peace.